Seoul is exciting, but it can also be exhausting. The crowds, the traffic, the constant noise. So when Koreans need a break, many of them come here. Chuncheon, a city surrounded by lakes, mountains, and some of Korea's best spicy comforting food. Unlike Gyeongbokgung Palace in Seoul, you can touch things. Here, you can ride through the countryside, take a boat across the water, walk through quiet forests, and somehow everything feels slower. Unlike busy tourist spots, no rush, no pressure. Just fresh air, bold flavors, beautiful scenery, and a completely different side of Korea. You have to come here and check it out yourself. Jin, where are you going? What is this incredible place? This is Chuncheon's famous rail bike. It's a very popular activity, so make sure to book your tickets online in advance. The instructions were announced only in Korean, so I translated them for these tourists from the Philippines. Time to board the rail bike. Are you ready? Let's go! The ride starts with the downhill section, so it gets surprisingly fast right away. We're passing through all kinds of beautiful scenery in Chuncheon. We're entering the first cave. Glowing silver grass in the dark, that feels so unique. The track is mostly flat or downhill, so it's super easy to ride without much effort. Great for pregnant people like Jin, and also for seniors and kids. Second cave. Wow, the bubbles, music, and lights look so beautiful together. Isn't that so much fun? Another tunnel is ahead of us. Third tunnel. Let's see what it's like. This tunnel is themed after the Milky Way. And after the romantic tunnel, wow. You can see both the mountains and the river at the same time. Now you can probably understand why the rail bike is one of Chuncheon's most popular activities. Fourth tunnel. The rail bike ride is slowly coming to an end.
It was pretty fun.
Our third time riding this. But it's still fun. Highly recommended if you come to Chuncheon. This is the end of the rail bike, but we're transferring to a train. Then we hopped on the mountain train for the final part of the ride. The views outside were beautiful.
Oh, looks like Switzerland.
But Chuncheon. By the way, Chuncheon is called the Switzerland of Korea. We just finished the rail bike and that was so much fun. It was super easy to ride, the greenery was beautiful, and the tunnels along the way kept it fun and interesting. I think this place would be especially nice in spring or fall. Alright, let's head to the next spot. Woohoo! Can you guess where this is? Completely different from the excitement of the rail bike, this place is all about serene beauty and peace. Welcome to Kim Yu-jung Literary Village. He is known as a Mark Twain of Korea. In the 1930s, during the Japanese colony, even though life was very hard, he wrote funny and warm stories to make people smile. He focused on pure and silly characters. That's why the statues here have such funny faces. This is the core of Korean humor, finding joy and laughter even in difficult times. Wait, a ghost? I didn't know a pregnant ghost existed. What is this sound?
I'm doing the laundry.
This is how people wrote in Korea 100 years ago. The best part about this house is that you can actually go inside. Unlike Gyeongbokgung Palace in Seoul, you can touch things and experience the space yourself. For a moment, This honestly felt like a scene from a horror movie. Isn't this place so peaceful? I think the best part of this place is how beautifully the architecture blends into nature. It shows us how ancestors lived only 100 years ago. Seeing this makes me realize how much our lives have improved and how comfortable we are today. It really shows the beauty of traditional Korean architecture. There was almost nobody here, so we could enjoy the whole place quietly to ourselves. I recommend this place because you can enjoy this beauty in peace. Unlike busy tourist spots, it's very quiet and calm here. Please take a moment to enjoy the peace and quiet that is hard to find in Seoul. They also offer traditional craft classes here for visitors. Moving on to the next spot. Wow, a Buddha statue on top of the hill? These stairs are seriously steep, but once you pass through this entrance,
Wow! Whoa!
we were so excited to discover this hidden valley.
What a hidden gem!
It's not very well known to tourists. A local from Chuncheon recommended this place to us, and it completely exceeded our expectations.
This place can't be captured in a photo or video. You have to come here and check it out yourself.
Seriously, you have to come here.
It's kind of wild to see such a steep canyon right next to a regular road. It feels way more impressive in person. We didn't expect much, but this really surprised us.
Let's go try another fun experience. Welcome to the Buckwheat Noodle Museum. Buckwheat noodles, or makguksu, is the most famous local dish in Chuncheon. Here, you don't just eat it, you can actually make the noodles from scratch. Let's go in and check it out. Here, you can see traditional tools and techniques used to make makguksu. These are all wooden tools to make makguksu the old way, and then here's the modern one. These are all different styles of makguksu. The name makguksu actually means noodles that were just made right now. It's all about being freshly made. There's nothing like the taste of noodles made right on the spot, right? Alright, now it's our turn to make it ourselves.
You look like a chef.
First, you mix the buckwheat dough like this. Then you place the finished dough into this machine. After that, you press down with your full body weight. And that's how the buckwheat noodles come out. Once the noodles are cooked, you cool them down in cold water. Then remove the extra starch like Jin is doing here. After that, you add the toppings and sauce. Finally, mix everything together really well. The taste?
It's supposed to taste good.
Oh, yummy.
동치미. It goes very well with makguksu.
Not bad, huh? Pure buckwheat is naturally gluten-free, making it a great choice for diabetes or anyone on a diet. However, many makguksu restaurants mix it with a bit of wheat flour for a better texture. If you're strictly gluten-free, it's always best to ask if it is 100% sunmemil, which means pure buckwheat. If finding these spots on your own is too difficult, check out my ebook or custom planning service. Wow, she's loving it. She is loving it. Wow.
Honestly, I'm not usually into these kinds of activities, but Sean wanted to try it.
Yeah, so she came along.
So surprisingly, it was way more fun than I expected. I'm glad we did it.
To be honest, it might not be as tasty as a famous restaurant, but because we made it ourselves, it feels much more special and delicious. It's such a fun experience, so you should definitely come and try this. Let me show you another hidden gem that most foreign tourists don't know about. This is Lake Soyang. It was created after the dam was built. We're taking a ferry from here.
This short boat ride feels like a transition From the busy city to a hidden paradise.
So where are we heading? Once you get off the ferry, the suspension bridge is waiting for you.
This bridge is shaking. Like this.
My baby.
This is a pretty common sight in the Korean mountains. People enjoying Korean pancakes and makgeolli. Now we're about to hike up this gentle mountain trail for about 30 minutes. Since Jin is heavily pregnant, we'll probably be walking a bit slower. There is a stream running alongside the trail, so hearing the water and birds the whole way up feels incredibly peaceful.
Unexpected shelter. A paradise?
And judging by the traditional Korean buildings ahead, I think we're almost there.
This pregnancy experience is not what I expected.
But just a few seconds later, Jin suddenly went, wow. Let me show you why. This hidden temple can only be reached by ferry. It's already amazing that it's hidden deep in the mountains, but the temple itself is also incredibly beautiful.
I love this temple because it's not just a tourist spot. It's a place for reflection. Surrounded by mountains and waterfalls, you can really hear the sound of silence. If you need to clear your mind, this is a place to be.
See how excited Jin was?
This is a true beauty of Korea.
After taking a nice break here, we headed to the next spot. What is this place?
This is a restaurant.
This doesn't even look like a restaurant, right? It feels more like an art gallery. Walking through the garden on the way in was honestly so impressive. And it's not just the outside. The inside of the restaurant is also beautifully designed in traditional Korean style.
Korean, English, Japanese, Chinese.
Once you place your order,
이거 뭐예요?
they even give you a small gift like this.
So cute.
And finally, today's main dish has arrived. The best part? We don't even have to cook it ourselves. The staff does it for you.
Look at this huge iron flame. Everything is cooked right in front of you. The sound and the smell are amazing. It's not just a meal, it's a live cooking show at your table. You can't leave Chuncheon without trying dakgalbi, spicy stir-fried chicken with cabbage, rice cakes, and sweet potatoes. It's the most iconic dish in this city. It's very hot, so you need to be very careful.
By the way, serving robots were moving around the restaurant, delivering side dishes like this.
Oh, Hitori. Wow.
Yes, very tasty.
Despite its red color, it's not that spicy. It has a sweet and savory taste that makes it very easy for foreigners to try. You should definitely give it a go. Go.
Another great way to enjoy dakgalbi, or really any kind of Korean meat, is with sam. It honestly tastes even better wrapped like this.
Wait, don't finish everything. You must save some room for fried rice. We call this the Korean dessert. We mix rice with the leftover sauce on the plate. This is the best part of the meal. Big bite.
It was very satisfying.
It was very satisfying meal.
This is the final stop of our Chuncheon trip. Just look at these huge windows and the view of the lake beyond them. Isn't it incredible? If you come around sunset, you get views like this. But the real reason we came here is this media art show. Every night after sunset, this cafe puts on a media art show like this. Chuncheon is definitely a place you should visit. So you should come.